standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Go ahead.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 12. Hey, Delta.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. Right, 40. 12. Smooth. All day. On. Any day.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over.
Set. 180.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Jumping. Express.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Gun.
This is Mostert. Midfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it. To the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
You got nothing.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Down to lose one. Hey, check.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, wahoo! Bring it around.
Here's Locke. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 27 yards there, a first down.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
Hey, Alpha!
On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
11B. Hey, Steve 6. Mike 51, Mike 51. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Strong right. Check it out. Reggie. Watch the twist.
After the sack on first down, Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Calvin Ridley, his 21st touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
12. Go. 51 to Mike. Rip left. Check. Lucky. Go ahead. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Josh Doxson's got it complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mexico. Mike 51. Watch the run. Shoot. 12. Hey, Charlie. Mike 51. On. Hey, check.
Just beating the play clock is Love. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Newton. Quick hitch, complete. It's Bell. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
20. Great.
Third and 2, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
11. 5. Referee. You got tape. Go ahead. Kill.
On 1st down, Luck. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Switch. Strong right.
From the gun on third down, Luck. Boy stays up, able to fight. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
That's what I do.
Throwing again on second down. Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Newton to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the twist. Hey!
To the air again, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Get it. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, tight. Hey, check Mike. Great. Mike. Boom. Check 55.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Airing it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown number 22 on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole.
And now look at him go. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
Vikings 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Good. Check 13. Check. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Pick it up, guys.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off at the 36.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
12. You.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, I'm coming after you. Right here, guys.
Go ahead.
51. Mike 51. Watch the screen.
11.
After the interception, it's long. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm coming after you. Check three.
Hey, check. Bravo.
Now it's locked. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Bears.
SOS. 36. 80 weapon.
Gun.
On first and 10, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And Matthews has it right side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Newton airing it out, looking. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 23 here on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Locke. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jordan Willis in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
51. Reggie. Check. Go ahead. Check.
Third and long. It's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Mike 51.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch the run.
On.
Motion. Right here, guys. Fight.
They are going for it. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's first and 10. On first down, it's Luck. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Out, 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 out. 49, check 49, check 49.
12. Hey, Zoo.
Back to the air, Luck on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Right. 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
Throwing on third down. Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jordan Willis, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
That's it. 20.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Vikings 14. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Check. 11 Z. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. 12. Hey, Echo.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Shift. 12.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They're going to go. It's locked. And able to haul it in is Kittle. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Hey, Delta.
Luck on 1st down. Gets it to Strong. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to...
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gun.
To throw is Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least
on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today. The pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Denzel Perryman able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Nothing like a little power football that they're playing right there on the left side. That was the strong side of the offensive line. They paved the way.
They paved the way. He lowered the shoulder and powered forward to convert. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Shit. 12. Shit.
Hey, wahoo!
Again, it's Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. You ain't doing nothing today. You on. No. Off. Call.
Here we go on 4th. Love. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Mike 51.
Drop deep.
From the 50, it's Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Bears.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jordan Willis in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Hey, check. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Go. Ricky. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now Love. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Kill. Strong right. Show it. Check 9. Hey, switch gears. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love gets him with a grab over the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Check out. 1, 6, 3. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Deuce. Check. Mexico. 11B.
Mike 51.
Reggie.
On 1st and 10, Love pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Benardrick McKinney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. It's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Joker.
Throwing here, Newton. And he will find Ridley on the left side. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bears first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they're going to bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 2-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here